Hey there you guys, it's Miss Charlotte and welcome back to my little baby speed build series that I'm doing here on this channel. So this is part 2 of my, what do I call it? Like an island, yeah, island villa speed build. So I did promise you guys, well, suggest a part 2 as well as a part 3, but I ended up making the part 2 first obviously, and it ended up being way too short to make a video on its own. I felt like I wanted to combine it. So here we are, an extra long lovely video with almost 2 parts within it. So pretty happy with that, and let's start off with the first build. So this is the first build, and it kind of included a little build as well as additions to the beach area and the water area on the lot, just some bits and bobs kind of. But the main build I was working on was a small little terrace bar area, which I think was something that I definitely wanted to add to this, because what reminds me of when just holidays in general, like beachy holidays, is always in the hotel there's some sort of nice outdoor bar area where you can relax, listen to music. Sometimes there's live performances, and it's just a nice relaxed area, kind of semi outdoors or completely outdoors, and slightly apart from the main hotel or villa or wherever you're staying. And so I kind of wanted to recreate that, which I think I did a little bit. So I did create a little bar area and some music, and I went for the exact same style as the main building in terms of like the fences, the pillars, and the thatched roof, because I wanted to keep with the style. And I think I'm quite happy with how that turned out. But yeah, I added some really cute things like these wind chimes. I didn't actually know. I feel like this came with the Island Living pack. And yes, I finally remember the name of the pack. Watch, I know I've got it wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Island Living, that this town of Solani comes with, and all these beautiful items that I'm using are mainly from that pack. But yeah, I think these wind chimes came with them, and they're beautiful. I'm pretty sure there's different types that make different sounds, but they actually like work in game, and they were pretty damn cool. But I used them as decoration as I thought they were cute. But also I made this cute little campfire area, which I thought was really nice. I tried to make it quite natural looking and not too like commercial and like part of the hotel, but almost as something you'd stumble across, I guess, on a beach, which isn't very realistic, but we can dream that you would randomly explore a beach and find a beautiful campfire to sit around. But that's the kind of vibe I was going for, like a remote little beach area with some commercially built hotels, but in a very kind of, I don't know. I don't know what kind of style. I can never describe the style that I'm building in. It's very old school and cozy in terms of like it's not flashy and modern, but it's not really old school. It's I don't know. Please, someone comment what I'm talking about, because I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, anyway, I went and lit up that area with some lovely candles, because I thought I wouldn't go in with the generic lighting, but I did put some nice outdoor lamps just dotted around just to light up the area, and then I added some more greenery and some more palm trees just to make it nice and green and beachy. And then I just went back and added some basic stuff to make it look more beachy, like a bin, a lovely bin. And I actually went and added a boat, which I don't know because I haven't played with these packs a lot if you can use the boat, but I'm guessing so. I always forget like all of these things function, obviously. I feel like I've spent way too much time building and not a lot of time playing. But I will get onto that later because I do have a potential idea for this channel, which is very exciting. So stay tuned for that. But this is the second part of the build, which is the main bit I was really excited for and also really nervous about, because it has the challenge of building over water, which I haven't done in The Sims 4 before. But turns out it actually works really like nice and easy. Like EA have done a pretty good job about it, and just if you do it with like the room tool, it lets you easily do it over, and it goes over the water perfectly. Whereas if you do it with fences, it kind of goes down the gradient of the land and goes into the water, which I did try at first. But if I found out if you do it as rooms first and then change it to fences, it works really well. And then you can edit the foundations and make it those cool like pillory wooden slat stilt things that I use for the main build, which I think look really cool. But yeah, this was my idea to make little villary beach hutty things that float over the water, which I thought was a cute idea. I kind of got inspired by it from, well, this the whole style of this build really. Back in the day when I was a bit younger, I went to Mauritius, which is where one of the countries I'm originally from. And we went to this hotel called La Pirogue. I'm not going to try and pronounce it in the correct way. I will batter it. But the style of it was very much like this, like very wooden, very not too modern, just very, I don't know, culturally appropriate. It just seemed very, I don't know, like they hadn't modernized it or commercialized it too much. It was so natural, it was so lovely. And there was just thatched roofing and it was just nature everywhere. Like we had these little villa things like this, like the ones I'm building, but they were actually on land. But they looked just like this with just shutters and little windows, and they were so quaint and small and lovely. And you literally walked out and you were near the beachfront, and there were palm trees and there were hammocks, and it was just really nice. And there was just loads of stone paths leading from one place to the other, and there were just loads of these little hotel room houses everywhere. And so that was the kind of build I wanted to emulate, and I thought I'd spice it up a little bit and put it over water, because I've seen photos of like I think it's mainly at hotels they do this, but buildings over water like this all joined up. And so that was the kind of thing I went for. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It was really fun and exciting to build over water. Definitely want to do it more and do more experimental builds like this, because it's not very generic. Like maybe make a lake house, or like just a whole island house like this, maybe with a swimming pool and just all sorts. And it's getting me very excited. I really do like the island living additions that the mod kind of brought to this game. I do really like it. I like the lots and the idea of building over water. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the water lots came with Solani, which came with the island living pack. I'm not really sure. But yeah, anyway, back to the build. So I was going to make these bigger originally and have a living space, a bathroom, and a kitchen, because in my head, from what I know, that's what a villa is. I think like a villa is kind of a place you stay normally on holiday, where you can kind of fend for yourself in terms of you can cook because you've got a kitchen and all of that, rather than relying on a place to get your food like a hotel. But I didn't actually have room for a kitchen, so it's kind of a villa, kind of not a villa, but in my head it makes sense. Like if I don't know, a hotel in my mind is a building with stacks and stacks of rooms all in one building, but these kind of branch off and they're their own little places, so that's a villa in my mind, I guess. But yeah, I don't want to expand the buildings and make them way too big, because the lot itself, there's a lot going on. Get it? There's a lot going on. Oh, I'll stop. I'm so sorry. No, but there's technically three buildings, or main builds on this lot, and I don't want to completely cram it and make it look really, really ugly and just like everything was shoved onto one thing, because the lot is big, but it's not that big. So I just downsized them a little bit, and that's why I only did three. I was going to do two, but then I felt like I was being way too sparse, and it would have, I don't know. I wanted to really commit and do three different styled, but also very similar in their underlying themes, and the aesthetic, I guess. But yeah, I wanted to do three different villas. So this is the first one. I made it very blue themed. I didn't want to make all of them look completely the same, but I did want to like create the whole thing of, you know, a hotel, like all hotel rooms are the same but also different, but they'll obviously have the same style. You're not going to have something completely different in every room. So I decided to go with the same bathroom stuff, but with different plants and different wall decorations and things like that. And then for the bedroom slash living space themselves, I went from the same style bed, but a different colour palette, same with the sofas, and then just decorating it very differently with like cupboards and mirrors and carpets, and just trying to spice it up, I guess. I do really like this room. This was a very blue themed room. I tried to create a colour theme, I guess, for everything. So like the paintings and the plants, I tried to kind of match. So I think I kind of created that. So this was like the blue kind of villa. And then this one was the bright yellow one, which I really like. I went for very bright colours, which I'm kind of impressed with myself that I finally got out of a rut of using neutral colours. But I thought with such a like tropical build like this, I had to. So I really went out there and tried some bright colours, which I think worked well because I got to use a lot of like items and plants and things I wouldn't normally use because they don't look natural enough, I guess, for me to be comfortable with using. But this, I just went a bit out there and made it all colourful. But yeah, this is the orange build. I try to make where everything else was in the room quite different as well, so it wasn't too boring. And I think some may be bigger than the others. I'm not sure, but in general, they're all quite similar. Also, what really, really satisfied me was the swatches of these particular sofas were like made for these beds. Like they literally go together so well because I'm guessing it's like the same theme pack of like because you know you have some build objects that go together. Like this bathroom stuff definitely goes together. But I've realised that this sofa goes with this bed, and oh my goodness, it works so well for the swatches. I was grinning when I found out. Well, this is really sad. Why do I get excited about things like this? This is how you can tell I'm a real Sims nerd. Things like this. Matching swatches just basically warm my heart, apparently. But moving on to the third one, this was, what did I go for in the end? I went for, again, a blue one, slightly different to the first blue one though. I guess it's more teal and orange and browns I went to experiment with, which I did like. I think this was the biggest one. Yeah, this looked like it was quite big, but this was my favourite out of the three, I think, in terms of the shape of the building, I think. I think I did that. It's probably because I made it a little bit bigger. But again, same bathroom, different plants, sort of different style in the room. But again, very much on theme, which I liked. And I did try and make the rooms look a little less basic because they do look like just I don't know. I feel like all of my rooms I make I critique for being way too empty. So I did try out a few different rugs, which took me like a million years. Like if I didn't speed this up, oh my goodness, you guys would be in pain watching me go through like every single rug ever. Same with wallpapers. I like had to be strict with myself with the wallpapers for this build, and I was like, listen, I'm not gonna spend like 10 years trying to find a good wallpaper. I'm just gonna go for it. Also, this is really, I keep saying also, I'm so sorry, I'm so repetitive. When I use little mini cheats when building, so I use the move objects cheat, which lets me kind of move objects closer to, you know, they have their little hitboxes almost. It lets them move a little into each other's, and you can, like, it's almost taking no collide, putting no collide on the objects, if that makes sense. So they can move in and out of each other, which makes it much nicer to build with. And also, I use the size cheat, which isn't really a cheat 'cause you don't need to enable it. It's literally pressing shift and the square bracket buttons, but you can make anything bigger and smaller when you're building. So I was doing that with paintings and things like that, which is really nice and it works really well. The only thing that really annoys me that doesn't let you do it properly is mirrors, because if you saw previously, I tried to enlarge a mirror and the actual like reflective bit doesn't change size. Sims, please fix it, because like there's some mirrors that want to make like bigger or smaller and I can't do it. It's really sad. First world problems, I know. I'm so sorry. But yeah, towards the end of this build, I'm just going and adding some cool decorations to each room. All the bathroom decorations, I try to match the main living space theme, so like the same colours, which I think I kind of got there, and I try to make them a little bit different, just shuffling things around, adding some mirrors, some exciting plants. I do like adding plants to my builds. I don't know why, it's great. I love plants. 10 out of 10. And in real life, fun fact, I'm becoming a bit obsessed with plants. I have like about 4 or 5, which isn't that many, but I bought this thing that lets me monitor like the pH and the temperature, no, the light and the moisture of my soil. So that's a bit fun weird fact. You're welcome. I know you didn't want to know it, but there is the information. Take it how you will. Don't worry, this video is almost at the end. You don't have to put up with me much further rambling about plants. But I do like plants. Fun fact. If you guys wanted to know more about me, because I kind of just popped up out of nowhere and started making videos, and a lot of you are probably like, who is this random person? But yeah, I'm a person who likes plants apparently, and likes Sims. Oh god, I forgot to say. I said I was going to mention it earlier. I was talking about how I wanted to play Sims more, and so I'm thinking about starting a Let's Play series. The Rag to Riches challenge, I really am keen on doing it, and so I think you have that to look forward to quite soon, which is really exciting. But please comment below what Let's Plays you want to see, because if you guys want to see something particularly, I'm so open to checking that out and doing that for you guys, because I don't know, I just want to play some Sims rather than always building all the time, because I haven't played for a while. Yeah, so that would be fun. But I'm pretty sure that is it for this build. Just adding a few more paintings and things. And changing the level. Oh, there we go. So this is it. So this was the little terrace beach bar area, which I was really happy with. Just a nice little relaxing area, very chill, very relaxed, on theme. And then here are some bits of the beach that I edited, which I think were quite cute. Ignore that random sim there. And then these are the beach houses, which I really liked. The little hotel rooms. Also, sorry for my shaky camera work. I promise you I'm going to get better at the cinematic kind of stuff. But yeah, these are all the bathrooms and the bedrooms and each one of the buildings, which I'm quite chuffed with. I think they all go well together. They're all quite cute and they have their own little theme, but it all kind of fits into the main theme of the whole villa hotel lot itself. But yeah, I hope you guys like this series, and let me know if you want to see more of it. Give it the video a like and comment whatever you would like to see on this channel. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!